Alrighty, here we are. We're doing a studio lighting test. Now, it might not look like it right now because we have the overhead regular room light on. But what we're going to do is we're going to turn that off and we're going to go through a series of lights. I've got a rim light up here, I've got a fill light, and then I've got a whatever the light is that's over here. And we're going to see how this works out. So we'll go ahead and we'll turn this off, and what we have up here is our rim light. And then over here, well, we'll do this one first. This light is going to be the light that kind of hits everything, but we still got shadows over here. So I've got this little light over here, and that's what we have for lighting. So we'll see how this turns out and see if we can make a few adjustments here. We can also play with some of the settings on this, you know, as far as like lighting, brightness, temperature. I think we're okay. Saturation, maybe we could crank that up a bit. And so that's what we have with our lighting. So hopefully this will be a lot better than what the previous lighting was, and this is a little test of this. And I could end up cranking this one up a little bit more. You see it's kind of shining there, so I've got more of my face is fully lit on both sides. But if I go down, then it kind of, I don't know. Not sure. We'll see how this goes. So yeah, we're just kind of stumbling through this lighting thing and to see how this goes. Haven't got anything in the background yet. We still got the IKEA cabinet, which is going to come in 28th or 29th, sometime this month, end of the month. And so we'll have that back there. And then also looking at getting some practical lights. So in other words, some lights in the background to try to up the production value of what we got now. But I think already from what I've seen in my previous videos and looking over that footage and then seeing this right here, I think this is doing a lot better. So, but you tell me, whoever's watching, check it out. Put it in the comments section down below. I would really appreciate that, to give me a heads up and see what works and how it looks. I don't know. So in case you're wondering, it's not a huge amount of money. I think the little fill light that we got here and the light there, this one was free. It was included in something that I bought. Stand, it was, you know, USB little thing. It's like super cheap. And then this fill light here is another ring light that I got for another light stand. I think it actually came with the stand that has the rim light over there, or the overhead light. Yeah, rim light. So we've got that going on, and yeah. So yeah, dirt cheap. Nothing, nothing super expensive. But hopefully this will bring out a little bit better production value. And of course, once we get some lighting back there, and also the accent wall, I want to try to do something like in a gray. The cabinet that we get is like a black-brown Carlax from IKEA. So there's that. It'll be kind of dark, and then have like a lighter gray or something like that. I'm not sure of the background we'll put on it. Heck, I could put oceanfront property, or I don't know, clouds, moonbeam, stars, whatever. I'm not sure. But something that would be a little bit different. And then when we use the practical lights, have maybe a couple different colors, complementary colors or something like that, and we'll see if we can't up the value of production that we're doing. So yeah, and the thing that we got going on now is earlier today when I made the video, we had this flickering on and off, on and off, on and off, and I couldn't figure out what it was. So I restarted everything, restarted Ecamm Live, restarted the computer. Hell, I just restarted the computer, checked everything, everything's up to date, and right now we're not getting any flickering. So Lord knows, maybe that was it. So I guess before I make videos, I just need to shut down the computer and start everything back up again. So anyway, that's what we got going on. Put your suggestions, what you see, and if it looks good, bad, or indifferent, any changes that you would make to this. If the tint is still, I guess I can move this over here. Tint is good. I mean, I could raise, there's that, so I can raise the brightness level. The temperature, I think, is good. Tint, we're not going to mess with that. And then the gamma, which is usually kind of like your contrast, that's really washed out. And then we bring it down, that is 0. And if we go all the way, that is, what is that? That's 50. So I think that's a bit too much. So probably 12. This is a setting of 12 for gamma, which is, I guess, contrast is what they end up saying. So we've got a little bit of shadow on this side. Of course, we got that little light that's over here, as you can see. And then we have the big light right in front of us. And then the overhead light is given kind of like the halo effect. So not that I deserve a halo at all, but anyway, that's what we got going. So anyway, this concludes the test of the emergency broadcast lighting system, and we will see you on the next video. All right. And, oh, it's Paladin. Up late. Dude, I saw your videos, and country living looks good. Country living does look good. I just don't like people that much. So maybe country living would be good. I like being around people, but not in community with people, if that kind of makes sense. But yeah, after you chatted about the utility bills that you have and running your AC 24/7, good Lord, that's tempting enough right there just to have all your utilities paid off. So with that being said, I've been looking on Neighbor for properties out in the country. So we're not going to be able to splurge as much as what you did, but maybe around 250 million, maybe 250 million. It would be a while. We were kind of going for saving for an apartment, which was, what was it? About 215 to 230 million won. We're looking at buying another apartment as an investment property, so there's possibly that, but maybe another, because that's about 230 million, that's about 160 grand, and I don't know, we would have to save more nickels and dimes. We'll see how that goes, but that's what we got going on. But yeah, the country living, thinking about the country living. All right, well, that's going to be it. Got to sign off. Peace. We'll see how this looks on the other end.